everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like I haven't done a video in months, and it's only been a week because you saw the one Monday. So actually you'll see this a week on Monday, but I am actually filming this on a Saturday. And so I appreciate you coming along, and I appreciate all of those who have followed along from the beginning, and I appreciate anyone who comes along as a new subscriber today. So we are here to do the Margarete Miller 52-week collage challenge. So we'll go over the prompts, and as I'm doing the collage, I'll tell you a little bit about what's been going on with me. So if you go to hashtag 2024CW38, you will find others who have used these prompts to make a collage, and you can see what others do besides me. So we need something found in a kitchen, a color that reminds you of summer, a book page, something with holes, a musical instrument, and the bonus is any kind of tag. So I'm technically not using a tag, but I'm going to call it a tag because it's close enough. So let me get this over here so you can see that. So as you can see, my book page from my book that has the reprinted, miniaturized New York Times in a book form. So this is from that, and so that is from a book. So that's what I'm going to use as my background. The something with holes is this piece of came from a music manuscript pad where you write down the music. This is the edge of that, and that has square holes in it. So we're going to go with that. Now I am going to go ahead and put this on this because that's going to be part of my background. So we'll get started on that, and I'll tell you I appreciate all of your thoughts from last week. If you watched last week's video, the sad news that we had was that a very, very good friend of ours that we have known for, well, since we moved here, passed away suddenly. He was ill, but no one thought he was ill to the point of taking his life yet. He did have a terminal diagnosis. Anyway, and my husband was the one who his wife called my husband, because we only live about a mile from them, and we were going to lunch that day, and he and his wife live across the street from the church they go to. Walked home from church, everything seemed to be fine. I mean, he was very weak because he is ill. He was ill and had been diagnosed 9 months earlier with his illness. And she called to say they were home and we would come pick them up because we were driving that week. And then she called before we could even leave the house to go and say, something's wrong, come. So my husband went, and he had passed away. So that was very sad news, and it's still affecting me today. So I had the worst time with this collage, and I think it's because I'm not over that. But it's been, this will be, well, today, which is a Saturday, yesterday was 2 weeks since he passed away. And anyway, so I am here trying to just do my best. And I was trying to get ahead because we are going on that trip I had told you guys about earlier to the ARC experience in Kentucky. And we'll be leaving by the time we'll be gone by the time you see this. We'll be gone on that trip. So I was trying to get things done earlier, get my other collage, at least one more collage, because we're gonna be gone a week. And well, that did not happen. because I haven't been able to be in the craft room very much because we're helping our friend who is now a widow, organize her thoughts and things about, because she didn't know a lot of the ins and outs of how the household was run financially. So we're trying to help her out. So I've been over there helping her go through papers and finding things that she needs. And anyway, but we're getting through that. Anyway, so here we are. So that's what went on, and I appreciate all your thoughts, and I will appreciate any prayers and continued thoughts through the next few weeks, next coming weeks and months, as we try to help her navigate this new path for her. Okay, her new normal. All right, so this is my book page and something with holes. I had the worst time with this because, for one, something found in a kitchen and a musical instrument. I could not make those two things go together. So this is very random, a very random collage, I must say. But it has all the prompts, fits the need. I'm going to use this piece here because I just felt like I needed this background to be broken up a bit as a background. So I needed additional background sort of piece because I just feel like this page needed to be broken up in the background. So this is going to act as a background piece as well. And I want it to, so this is, I think this was something I got from Temu. So this looks like a letter or a note or something. So I'm going to put that right about there. I think that'll work. So this is very random, and so my focus for this oh, I don't want to put it on that side yet. No, this side yet, because I think something's going under that. So what pulls all of my pieces together on this one is not what the prompts are, as I might do with a story. No story here. Well, I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of a story, but not really. But that's not what is driving this collage. The thing that is really driving this collage is going to be the colors. So that is the central theme through this whole collage, because it just wasn't coming together, and this is not my favorite collage. But anyway, we'll go with it, and because I couldn't come up with anything else, I've been thinking about this for days and days. So I want to put this violin as one example of a musical instrument. And then I decided I'd go through my faux stamps. I have this little drawer of faux stamps, things that, are small enough, little images to be a stamp that I would make into a stamp, such as this is one, and this is one I'll be using. So this is a faux stamp. So that little image looks like a stamp, and it's cut in the stamp fashion. Some of them are like that, some of them are not. But I'm also going to use some real stamps. So this is a real stamp of Jimmy Rogers, country music, I think, or something like that. Anyway, he's before my time, has a guitar in his hand. So we're going to put that there as another representation of musical instrument. And then I have another representation, another postage stamp that is a representation. So this is a 13-cent stamp. And this one is a 7.7-cent stamp. That's interesting. But that's what it looks like it says right there. 7.7. That's what it looks like it says. Okay, so that's going to go there. So what I have here, because we needed a color that reminds you of summer. So I did a group of colors that reminds me of summer. And I did them out. I have these little things from Tim Holtz, these little transparencies like this from Tim Holtz that has the colors on it. And I thought, well, I just got some new markers when Hobby Lobby had their clearance. And these were some of the colors. So, and that's what I think. And so I did this on a little piece of packaging, actually. And this is going to be, so any one of those colors, any one of these colors here reminds me of spring or summer. Summer? And so I just thought, well, I'll use them all. So this is my color palette, if you will. And so I have gathered things that have these colors in it. So, as you can see, I'll point out, he has on a green jacket. His guitar is sort of in the yellowish family. And back here is something, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it's in the purple family. So I'm thinking this is in this family. This one is also because the trumpets here are in this sort of family. And then there's not really a yellow here because this set of markers didn't have a yellow. They're a little bit metallic-y or a little bit shimmery. I love the colors of them. Anyway, but I thought, well, it's in the yellow gold family. So that's what I'm going with. So then I had this, which was in my faux stamp collection. And it has now the orange. I know the orange is not here. But if you combine blue and like this blue and this goldy color, then you would get a color of orange. So I'm going with that. Then you need, so I've got my book page, my something with holes, my musical instruments. I'm counting this little piece of cellophane or you know, acetate, whatever you want to call it, as my tag. It's not cut into a tag shape, but a tag to me does not necessarily have to be cut into a tag shape. So I'm calling that my tag. Okay, then, so I think I already have, well, something found in the kitchen. So I'm putting these other things down because they are the right colors. Okay, so this has the colors in it. This and it's like this is the baseline of colors, and so these others have a gradation of different colors that is a combination of or other shades of these colors in my color strip here. So then, and this is another faux stamp. I have a teapot and a cup, which you would find in a kitchen. And this is a real stamp. It's a 5-cent stamp, and it has a coffee pot on it. I think it was supposed to be it's an Art Deco or an American tollware stamp. And it has a coffee pot on it. So those are the things that are found in the kitchen. So this is basically my collage. This was empty over here, so I thought I would add a flower because flowers are in the summertime, and these flowers came into that same color family. So that is what I'm planning on doing here for this collage. This is not my favorite one. It's okay. I don't mind it. I like looking at it. I love the colors. Looking through the camera, I am not liking this. So I may move that out and just not have that. And put in this. This is another faux stamp. I need another one up here, I feel like. So I could put that in as another faux stamp I like. I don't like the yellow, that yellow. I have a little bit of yellow here, which is okay. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't, I have thought about this so long. I have looked for so many different things. Nothing, absolutely nothing was coming together. So I am going with this. And you can let me know what you think. Like I said, not my favorite, but it is what it is. Now I have these stamps are on, they were on envelopes, and so they have the paper, or some of them do have the paper on them, not all of them. Some of them I was able to give. So I decided I was going to leave the paper on, but I decided I'll take it off. And they usually peel off fairly easily. I know some people soak them. I just don't have the time nor the inclination to do that, so I don't. And so this flower has the pinky purple and the green in it, so that kind of goes with that. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. And I like that one a little better, I think. Let's try it this way. I like this better. So I have two examples of an instrument, musical instrument, and I have two examples of something from the kitchen. The rest of this, besides the background, is, and my tag, is just extra stuff. I think I'm going to do it like that, because I like the pink going into the purple, and then this goes into this purple. I like that. I have this little extra piece of flower. I may stick it up here, and I may not. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just still not all together here. So maybe after we go on our trip, we're going with some other friends. Maybe I'll be a little bit more in line here. Let me look in the camera again and see what I think about that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just going to be. It is what it is. So I'm going to take this and I am going to glue it down underneath that little piece of background paper. And what I'm going to do is, I could do it on this side. Oh, that might look better. It's a little bit brighter. Let's check that. I have to look in the camera. This is actually the side. This is actually the side I marked on. You can feel it, but this side has more of the intensity of color. So I don't know if that's what I want to do or not. I might like that better. I don't know if it matters. Or do I like the variation? You can't tell in the camera, but this one has a little bit variation in the color when I did the marker on it. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I'll go with this because I like that little bit of texture you get from the marker part. And I'm just going to put a little glue behind each one of these color marks. And I am going to go and put it this way. I think the glue will disappear, but just in case it doesn't, I'm not going to glue the whole thing. I'm just going to glue it in parts and pieces. I might come back and glue. I don't know. That little piece is hard to keep down or get up when it's down. Okay, so I want it to be a little bit far, but kind of like that. I don't like this wrinkle right here, but you know what? It's okay. It doesn't really matter. I have to keep telling myself that because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So I have to keep telling myself, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Are any of the others of you like that? Let me know in the comments below. So I am going to put down, I'm going to go ahead and put this guy down because I know this is where he's going. All the rest of them are going to go here. But anyway, so this one is not as much like me. I have done some other collages that are more of just random collaging. And I like those. I don't normally do those. That's just not how my brain normally works. But it was how it was working today. And this whole week trying to figure out how I wanted to do this. That's how it was working. So that's what we're going with. And I really would have liked to have had a story. But I'm going to say that this is a mood board because of my mood of late, I guess. We'll call it that. So this is my mood board, and this is someone like an artist might do a mood board for a piece that they're contemplating doing. And then they might have their color palette here, as I do. And just images of things that are those colors. Something that might spark the imagination. And that's what I'm looking at this as. It's a mood board. And it's just kind of to get you thinking about colors and what colors go together. And I'm kind of thinking of Barbie does the color cube collages. And so this is my own color cube collage. And my own color cube. As you can see, I have more colors than normally is on the color cubes, but that's okay too. So, I don't know which way that flower goes. I think it doesn't matter. So we are going to say this is like a mood board. And I really wish that the prompts had been for fall colors instead of summer colors, or a color of summer, because it is that time and I am so ready for fall that I just thought that would have been cool, because I have another set of markers that have only 5 markers in it, but they're all, I have to show you, they're all fall colors. I like these little sample card things that were in the Tim Holtz thing, and they are these colors. No, there's only 4 markers. These colors. And those are more fall colors, and I would like to have used those because I also have stamps that would go with that. But that was not to be. So we went this way. And some people are really good at overlapping and layering and just layer. Mish is excellent at that. Mish at Mish Crafting, and or Mish Crafty, something like that. And she just does layers of things, and it just always turns out so good. I'm going, Mish, what are you thinking? But then it all turns out so well. I think this is the perfectionist in me again. I have a hard time in a collage like this doing overlapping. One is when I have an image, I like the image so much I don't want to cover it up. So I try to stagger and layer when you're not really covering something up, because, again, I think that's the OCD coming out in me. OCD, I say, I don't know that I really would qualify as an OCD. It's not quite that bad, maybe, but now this one has this little gold. It was on a gold envelope. I'm leaving that. I'm going to leave that little edge on there because it matches this. And it does give it a layer. So anyway, so that's what I'm doing today, and that's my collage for this week, which is week 38, hashtag 2024 CW38. And I appreciate everyone coming along and following on my videos. I was going to do some stamping, but I decided I needed something a little heavier over here that would balance this. And because I had some flowers over here that were a lighter color, and it didn't work. And I kind of want to angle this. I need to cut this off though, because it's too long. But anyway, so thank you for coming. I appreciate it so very much. And I'd like to know what you think. Does this look like a mood board to you? Is this what you would think of as a mood board that an artist or someone might put together for room redecoration or for an art piece they were hoping to do, or is it just for your mood for the day? So let me know what you think, and what would you include on a mood board. So I do have all the prompts. We'll go over those in just a moment, but this collection of things was really driven by color, not by association to each other or relating to each other per se. So that makes it a little bit different. I like it okay. I mean, every time I laid it out and every time I come into the room to peruse to see if, when I looked, I'd go look at various of my children's books. I have an image somewhere, I'm almost sure that I do, and I could not find it in a children's book somewhere, some children's book I have, that is, I thought it was Dick, Jane, and Sally, but I couldn't find it in any of the Dick, Jane, and Sally books that I have. Was Sally that had gotten a pot from the kitchen and was using it as a drum, and I wanted to play off of that. I couldn't find it in anything like that. So it was like I was drawing a total blank on everything. So this is what it came out to be. And I don't dislike it. It's okay. It's not bad. We can go with it. But I think all of the colors go together. So we've got the blue and the blue into green, that would come into this color. And this, the blue here is in the, so I think all of the colors go together and are represented in this, in some form or fashion, in this sampling of colors here. And that's what I'm going with. So let's go over it. Let's see if I have everything. So, something found in the kitchen. I have this teapot and cup and this coffee pot are things found in the kitchen. A color that reminds you of summer. Well, I have all of these. Oops, that will scratch off. I have all of these colors, and all of these colors remind me of, not spring, summer. All of these colors remind me of summer. Something with holes is off of a pad of paper that had a spiral binding, and I took the spiral out instead of tearing the pages out, so that has square holes. Musical instrument is the violin as well as the guitar in this stamp. And then any kind of tag, and I'm calling this cellophane sampling that I did the color samples on is I'm calling that my tag, because that looks sort of like a tag. It's not cut like a tag, but I think that's okay. And the other things that are on here that aren't filling a need for the prompts is just because it needed something else on here. So that is my collage for this week. I appreciate you coming along, and I hope you will leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will hopefully be able to have my collage ready for the next time, because we're not coming back until Saturday next week. So if I don't get it done before we leave, which is soon, like I said, we'll already be gone when you see this, it won't come out until later in the week. So hopefully I can get it done before we leave. And I appreciate you coming along, and thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking, all of those good things. I appreciate it very much, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.